Cool. Let's do this. Hello, hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
One moment.
Oh.
Okay, we're good.
Awesome. you gotta get your because I just woke you up from your nap, so I apologize. And you do not want to wake up cats from naps because it's a dangerous setting. So I'm very glad that you have not summoned a black hole in my face from waking you up. But thank you.
Oh no, I would never.
Alright, good. Just want to make sure. Good. Hi, Space Slime Kitty. You're a Space Slime Kitty. Oh, you just all.
Yeah, so technically I can transform into a slime.
Oh, well, that's cool. You are pretty much space matter, so that makes sense, right?
Space matter is gooey, I guess.
I guess so. You know what? Nothing wrong with that. It's good to be a little gooey and malleable and changeable and
Some sort of gelatinous form.
Yeah, exactly. It's always good like that. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's good. You can be whatever you want. You can be any shape you want, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. I like it. Well, hello everyone at home. This is a fun little VTuber talk show I like to do called Behind the VTuber, where I ask 15 questions to our lovely guests here, and they will be asking questions. I'll be answering questions based off of like how they first got started, some interesting art styles they might want to go into, the lore and thoughts that went into the model, and some fun facts about them. So sit tight, relax, and you'll enjoy yourselves. But first, we need to get to know our very, very special guest. So how about you introduce yourself to the very few people who might not know who you are?
Hi, I'm Celeron. I am your local Space Cat VTuber, and I'm here. I am very excited and slightly nervous.
Nervous? Why are you nervous?
It's a fun talk show.
It's a fun talk show. Your husband was on here not that long ago, so he did amazing. He had no issues with it. It was good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we
no
just talked about
random crazy events.
Nah, he did destroy, the factor of time and space behind me, but I covered up with a blanket, so it's fine.
Oh, okay, good, because he does that a lot.
Yeah, that's why I found out. But you know what? No personal effect here. It seems like it's all good now. It hasn't jumped up any weird dimensional characters. I guess that's how you came about. You came from some crazy cosmic dimension. I'm guessing that's how you found you, right?
True. Yeah. We met in space. There's pictures.
I bet. I bet.
Don't know how we got there.
I bet he was like rocking off so hard. He's like, and then also he was like, "Oh, hey, this is cool music," and he just came over and said hi. I'm guessing that's what happened. That's my lore in my head. That's the lore. But yeah, no, it's really fun. It's really chill. No questions gonna be all crazy like what is the capital of Utah or something like that. What is the capital of Utah?
I would never know that answer.
Yeah, I would not know the answer either. So I wouldn't be asking questions I don't know. So sit back, relax, we'll be all chilling, enjoying. And then for those who are at home who would like to ask a question to our lovely guests, feel free to do it. And then if you want to get into any of the spins that we actually have a redeem you can hit. If you don't have a question, but you still want to be involved with the interview, we have this fun little guys, little spin the wind. You guys can do. Definitely go for it. If you don't have a question, but still want to tribute. And hello, Speedy. Hello. Super late for one of these for once. I know. Actually, it's super early for me. It's like not even noon yet. But it's
so
like
sorry.
That's cool. It's fine. I'm chilling. That just allows me to have the rest of my day to pretty much relax and chill. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Hello, Reaper. It's great to see you. I'm doing great. How you doing, Reaper? Reaper seems like it's from your side. Do you know a Reaper? Is Reaper someone you interact with a lot in your streams?
Not a lot, but they could.
Oh, see, Reaper, we gotta see you more often. Okay, Celeron. Trick is old like me, probably wakes up naturally at 8 a.m. Okay, so that's not cool because that is true. It has nothing to do with me being old. Nothing for me old. I have to get up early because of my work. Not because it's old. I go to bed around like 9 now because my age. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Nothing. I'm from Trico's side. Reaper, you're from my side. Well, it's great to see you again. It's been a while then. I haven't seen you in a good bit. It's great to see you. It's good to see you.
Maybe I have more than one Reaper then.
There's a lot of Reapers out there. There's a lot of Reapers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing this is the Reaper that, like, you know, in like Overwatch where he has like the pink skin and does that one
Maybe
dance.
there's a whole planet of Reapers.
Dude, maybe it's like a dimension of Reapers. You know, all these different kind of Reapers. What kind of Reaper are you? What kind of Reaper are you? Are you the cool kind that will like be chill and like, you know, some of that? Nah, not related to Overwatch Reaper. Okay, good, that's good. That's good. He's kind of sus. He's kind of sus. I'm not from Celeron's side, but I'm leaving Trick's side to join Celeron's side. You're leaving my side? Oh, dare you, Speedy. Didn't you tell me I was your favorite, bestest, world's greatest streamer ever? And now you tell me you're leaving my side? Wow. You see this? You see this, Celeron? This is kind of. But hey, you know what? With a really cool design like yours, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You actually have a really cool, awesome design. Because I like the aesthetic of like the space kind of vibes. I've seen like witches have that underneath their hats, and I thought that was really cool. But your whole head is that, so that's actually really cool. I love it. I love it. Team Cell. No. Liberty's frickle creature. It is true. It's true. But yeah, well, let's get into it because we have a lot of questions for all of the guests, and I do want to get into the design of the model because I think it's really unique. I think it's really interesting. But first, let's get in the first question of the night, which you can't start off any interview with this question or without this question, and that is, why and when did you get started with streaming?
Okay, so before VTuber or as a VTuber?
Oh, so you started out as a flesh tuber like me, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, when was that?
So I started streaming back in 2014.
Wow.
In college because I had friends that were doing it and I wanted to be cool like them.
Be cool, guys. You gotta be cool. Especially in college.
And it's just stuck ever since. But as far as streaming as a VTuber, that was when the VTuber craze started back in 2020, I think. I saw like one and I was like, how do I do that? Because at the time I was thinking of just becoming like a little gif of me drawing. Because I got tired of being a flesh tuber.
Yeah. I can see that. But being flesh is not fun. Not that fun.
Yeah, as a female on Twitch, back in that time, it was people who didn't look like me that were more successful, and I was like, I don't want to compete with them. So I rather just, you know, hide away behind a little picture of me. But then I saw a VTuber and they did not keep their information, luckily, and spoke about, or in their links and stuff underneath their stream, they were like, yeah, I have a Vroid and blah blah blah, and I was like, what's a Vroid? And so
like your whole world just opens up. I love it.
I made a little Vroid of myself, and for those who don't know what a Vroid is, it's a program that has some kind of standard hair types and body types and clothing types that you can customize, and it's gotten a lot better since the beginning of its time. But back then it was the thing to use if you wanted to be a VTuber.
It's kind of like when you go to create a character in a video game. It's kind of like that. Like you have like sections to that, but you can also add mods to it, right? And you get more selections to add more things. But obviously the model you're using right now is not from Vroid, is it?
No. So I eventually wanted to graduate from that because I didn't see that I could get any further in my career with doing Vroid, and I wanted to try Live 2D. And then I can't remember what year that was, but I eventually practiced enough. I used myself as my first model, and then eventually I got comfortable with it, that I opened up commissions for doing it. But this is my second live 2D model, not my first. I went through a whole rebrand. I used to be purple.
You used to be purple? What?
Yeah.
And see, living the purple life is a hard one. It's definitely a difficult one.
It is. It's a hard life.
It's a hard life, definitely a hard life. But you know what? It's good to see that you are transcended into a void cat slime person. was that your original design too? Were you meant to be in the very beginning this void cat-like character?
It was something that I felt more comfortable as being. I don't know. I also have 2 black cats, so I was like, let's rep the cats.
Rep the cats. Always rep the cats. I actually bought emotes just for my cat because people kept on talking about it all the time. So yeah, I know about it. Mine's a little gray Siamese cat with giant blue eyes.
Aww.
He's adorable. He's sleeping right now too, so he's good. But yeah, no, I like it.
Peaceful before the storm.
No. He as soon as he wakes up, he's going to be hungry and he's going to come right here and he's going to meow in my face and everyone's like, "Oh, adorable cat," and I'm going to be like, "Freaking, you have food," and that's how it's going to happen. I predict the future right now. 100%. Cool, awesome. Well, I like it. So the next question I wanted to ask is that, what do you like the most about being a VTuber? Like, it says gamer right there, but what do you like the most about being a VTuber?
What do I like most about being a VTuber? I do like the customization and getting to be somebody that you're not originally. It's kind of like cosplaying.
True.
You get to make this wonderful original character, and you can do anything you want with it within your budget, essentially. And luckily, R-wise, I don't have a budget because I do it myself. But
yeah, that means you have the power. You have the ultimate power to do whatever you want.
I'm essentially a god, yes.
Yes, pretty much. Like what you want to do, you can do it. If you want to make yourself have giant horns, you can have giant horns. If you want to make yourself like a freaking angel wings, but then also bat wings underneath it, and then you have wings on those wings for extra lift. You could do that.
I could.
That's crazy. It's crazy. And then of course the most craziest things. That's personal bias. I think it'll look cool. But no, I think that's really cool that you have that power to be able to do all this kind of stuff. And like we mentioned before, being able to create anything you want as a VTuber and be that cosplayer is really cool, because as someone who's an artist like yourself, you probably can relate that being a VTuber is very creative. It's a very creative kind of avenue that allows you to do everything you want to do, I can do as much as I can as a flesh tuber myself, but I can't do a lot of things you can do, I can't really do a redeem where people can throw things at me. I tried, didn't work out very well. It was really difficult. You know how hard it is to pretend to throw things at me with my other arm while I'm in the middle of the game? It's so difficult. I tried, didn't work out very well. But you can do creative things like that. It's really fun, really interesting. That's why I think VTubers is so interesting and perfect for people who are very creative. Now, I actually had a thought about this, and I just wanted to see if you, what's your opinions on it? Because I thought about this I think last night. Do you think the more creative you are, the more utilized you can do with VTubing? If you feel if there's a person who's not very creative at all gets a VTube model, you don't think they'll be able to utilize it as well as someone who's very creative?
I think it's all about being a VTuber or having a model is a tool. So as long as you can use that tool, wield it well, then you can be more successful, I guess.
I can see that.
Yeah, I think it's more of, I see it more of a tool than anything, and it's an avatar essentially, so it's you, but not you.
It's a puppet. It's a puppet, pretty much. You are using a puppet, which it makes sense 100%. And I like that. I like that definition. You are a tool. You're using a tool to make content, and depending on how well you use that tool will depend on you utilize it, pretty much. because like a good question I had, because I actually getting a VTuber model made for myself.
Yeah.
I'll be transcending to anime soon, as long as I can afford it. As
Yay.
long as I can afford it. But
Yeah.
I'm paying that off. I'm paying that off. Paying that off. But the main thing is that like in the um beginning of my kind of style I was trying to go for is that I had more of it like kind of like a Joker trickster kind of style, and in my mind that's kind of how I am. I'm very like crazy, like wacky, you know. That's hey, look, Define, what's up? We were just talking about
Hi,
you.
Bob.
So I literally come up with a lore for how you guys met. You were like in space rocking out like crazy. And it's like all crazy hardcore. And she was like, "Oh, that sounds cool." And she just came up and saw you and said hi. That's how you guys met.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that's how I can see now. I can see now. Definitely on.
Yeah, I like metal. It makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah, metal in space, perfect. You know, it's just
Space metal.
space metal. Space metal. It's great. It's good. It's canon. See, it's canon. You guys heard it from here first. You guys heard it from here first. It's canon. It's canon. But no, what I was saying about the model making, and you probably get this quite a bit as someone who has made models for other people. Have you ever had? Actually, this is actually a good question. As someone who's getting my model made to a mother of models, you might could understand this. But one of the things I didn't realize I was going to have a worry about is that when I first gave them my character sheet of my character, they took it and then changed it a little bit and said this is going to be your model, which I'm cool with a little change and stuff like that. But the problem I had with it was that with my original character sheet, it was pretty wacky, pretty silly, you know, it was kind of chaotic kind of stuff like that. While they took this model and made him a little bit more regal, like royal, like fancy, like think of Black Butler kind of style, you know? Like he has like this person looks like it would be a model for Mayweather, you know? Like Mayweather, you know? Like but I'm not a Mayweather person. I don't have a cool British accent. I don't have like a really awesome suave voice, you know. I'm just wacky and crazy, you know. And I talk about anime girls all the time, you know. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I had the issue of not really understanding if I could really utilize this model, you know, because now not only is different than what I originally thought about, but also I was thinking to myself, oh shoot, if I try to portray this model as myself, which would be the most natural way of doing it, it wouldn't look right, right? You ever like thought? Have you ever like had that issue, or am I just being weird? Am I just weird?
Do you mean like you've? I get what you mean, where it's like you don't feel like you fit the model. You feel like you have to fit to the model. I mean, that's where it comes to is like communication with the artist or making sure you pick the right artist for your character. It's probably too late now, but like
well, it's in the revising stage right now, so it hasn't actually been fully done. The art is being done, and like the outfit looks cool. Like if you want to, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you 2 pictures. Okay, I'm gonna show you 2 pictures.
Okay.
So the first picture I'm gonna show you is actually my my actual like character sheet of my model.
Okay.
So this is what my character sheet looks like. And I can show you guys it too. So give me a second.
Okay.
I'll show you guys. I won't be able to show you this upcoming one though. Because this is actually still behind closed doors kind of thing. I can only show it privately to other people. But for those who don't know, I'm going to show you guys this picture right here. So this is actually my model. Oh, actually I showed you before. This is my model right here. This is my model, and I'm really loving it. I love the style of it. It's like perfect to my specifications of what I wanted it to be like. It's kind of zany, kind of creepy, kind of funny, kind of style like that. And I love the mask because the mask is like the whole motif I'm trying to go for. I'm trying to be unique and different and stuff like that. But as you can see in Discord, the model looks a little different than what I'm trying to portray, and I was kind of worried about that at first.
I mean, I like it. It's nice.
It's very nice. It's very cool.
I don't know. maybe it's just in the posture that makes it feel like it's more regal
Maybe that is. You know what? You know,
than
that's true. Because one of the things.
yeah.
Yeah. Because one of the things I was going to ask him to do is, because with my old picture, it has the hat on the side of the head. I kind of like that style. I kind of like the idea of like the hat on the side of the head. You can see the little ear of like the fox I'm trying to go for, and having the hat on the side of the head kind of puts a little more wackiness into it. While in this picture that you see right now, the hat's straight.
Yeah.
So I kind of did ask him, it's like, hey, could you move the hat to the side of the head?
Okay.
So hopefully they do that. So we'll see how it goes. But that's what I'm saying. It's like you're probably right. It's probably just a posture. Because my other guy was like, "Hey, what's up?" You know, kind of situation. This one's like, "Oh, proper," you know, kind of stuff. So I don't know.
Well, a lot of the time when doing models, an artist will make them as well. In this case, this isn't symmetrical, but they'll make them symmetrical. They'll make them a standard pose that's like usually not very animated. Just because they want to get the animation and the rigging. Because, like, the arms are going to move a lot. You can have the legs move a little bit and things like that. It's kind of like if you know anything about using Blender or a 3D model, they always put them in like an A pose or a T pose. Yeah, so that they can, it's basic so that it can be posed in a good way. I don't know in this case. I don't know what they're going for, but it looks good. It's nice.
I see. Yeah, they're doing a great job, and I'm definitely going to keep having them do like the job they're doing. But I guess the question I'm trying to get at is that should the streamer fit to the tools he's given, or should the tools be fitted for the streamer? I feel like that's a really good question. I feel like that's like a really difficult question to ask.
I feel like no matter what, you need to be yourself. Or at least try to be yourself, because that's what happened with me and when I was purple, is that back in 2020, everybody was trying to be a persona and like being animated anime girl or, you know, something like that. And I felt that I had to be this happy-go-lucky, bubbly personality. And so that's what I made my character feel like. And with the pinks and the purples that I had. And then at some point, I was just more not depressed, but like lower level of energy, I guess you would say. And I just didn't feel that character matched me anymore. So I went for something a little more muted tones, something more casual with like the jacket. God, I really wanted a jacket, and everybody, all my friends were like, "No, that's so 2020." I'm like, "Yeah, well, I want it.
I want it.
I want it. I'm gonna make it."
Well, you know, it looks great on you. I like the. To tell you the truth, I actually love the style of like the jacket halfway off, and you still have like the sleeves, but it's off the shoulders. I actually love that design, and I'm noticing more anime like coming out with like that kind of designs. Even some video games, like I think some characters from the new ZZZ game that's coming out has some characters with that kind of style. I just like it. I think it's actually cool. So hopefully it comes back, because then you'd be a trendsetter right there. I like to be full. It was cool kind of situation.
Yeah.
But I agree with Speedy also. Like I agree with both of you guys that the tools should help the streamer be more themselves. You know, it should help tribute to that. Now, is it impossible to work with a tool that's not really designed for yourself? No, it's not impossible. People can do it. But like I remember, because that person doesn't stream anymore, so I can talk about him a little bit. I just won't name him. But this person actually got this like this one model had huge assets, let's just say, and he bought it for his girlfriend. And there was supposed to be this really cool, like a heavenly, like goddess looking kind of character. But they broke up. So he just kept the
Oh.
model because he bought it, but he wasn't able to give it to her. So he kept the model, but he spent a lot of money on it. So he was like, well, I might as well use it. So he decided to use the model instead as the kind of like a joke model. And it was really awkward because like he was like making the joke of him being very well endowed, and that was the shtick. And there's nothing wrong with that, it's fine, but like it did throw away from the whole like style of what the model was kind of going for. It's supposed to be this angelic kind of creature, but it ended up being just like a kind of like a joke, like kind of like a pun. And so that, which again, there's nothing wrong with people doing that kind of stuff, but like it kind of felt like they were using the model not to its intended purposes, which made it feel awkward. So that's kind of things I was thinking about. Hello, pasta. So I was saying like about that for you is like that model was not designed for the streamer at all. It was designed for someone else, but they utilize it in a different way. Now, what's your thoughts on that?
I'm kind of used to it because of characters like Porcelain Maid, who's like a male who uses a female model. I'm also used to it because I go on VR chat and everybody is in a female looking model and they have like the deepest voice. So, um, it's nothing that I can't get used to. So I'm very much like, if this is what you're presenting to me as you, then that's what I'll accept you as.
Which is good, and I don't see anything wrong with that at all. The main thing was like with Porcelain Maid, there's a lore behind it, there's a story behind it. He was a dude that was pretty much transported into this doll, and he made it work.
Yeah.
He actually does a really good job. Like Porcelain Maid's a freaking amazing streamer, and the way he portrays this kind of style works so well for him. But that was his intended purposes. He wanted the model to look like that specifically, and he uses that model to like the perfect kind of style. I want to know is like, I guess, how about this? This is a better way to turn the question. What's your thoughts on people buying like models, like just straight up models? And so instead of it being made for that person, they just buy one that's already made for someone else.
I mean, there are those ones on Etsy or something, or wherever you get them, that are like just generic. You have like a slider, you can make the hair shorter and stuff. So I'm used to seeing that. I've never seen like a male using a female model like that before, though. So I don't see a huge issue with it. I guess I'm just, if that's what you want to be, that's what you want to be.
Which is cool. Like, nothing wrong with that. I just think that like it's really interesting when people take a model that was not designed for that person specifically, and they still utilize it to the best of their abilities.
I think it's neat.
Like I think one of my two favorite models I've seen so far was this I forgot his name, but it was the slime that's like stuck onto an anime girl's like head, and he's the slime person that's controlling the anime girl.
I've seen that person.
And again, I think that's super clever. I really like the way they do it. It's really, really cool. And then they haven't actually made a VTuber model, but they had a really cool concept. It was this witch's hat. This witch's hat was the person who's talking, but they were controlling a dead body of of like a lady who just recently died. So she was dead, but her body was still like in good condition, and the hat was controlling it. And I just thought that was a really cool design. Like I like it when people find interesting ways to do these kind of things.
Yeah, I have a friend who is a crab that is on the shoulder of an anime girl.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I like when people come up with interesting designs for their characters. And like to my mind, I don't know like their background, their stories, but like with Porcelain Maid, the crab, and like the slime, they all like originally have that as their model when they were first getting it made. Like they had an idea, they wanted to do that idea, so they had it commissioned, and that's how they portrayed. So I just was getting your opinion on that. I just thought it was really interesting. I like it.
I think you could also just turn anything into lore if you wanted to. Like I don't have lore for me to have been turned from a purple space cat to a void cat, but I'm sure that I could write something to make it canon.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. No, 100%. Tricky thinks we all have ultimate money to customize models. True. I wish we had ultimate money. Or just at least a little bit more than what we already have. That'd be kind of nice. That'd be kind of nice. But slime idea is a really cool idea, and I just like all the different ideas that come with. Like yesterday we interviewed a lady who literally had soda for hair. Her hair was literally soda. Yeah, and she had a straw, and people asked to like drink out of her, and I thought it was funny. So they were all simps. And also she had a redeem that people can literally sig up all the soda in her hair, and she will turn bald. You know?
Oh wow!
It's just like these people coming up with interesting ideas that not has been utilized, you know. And that's what I'm noticing. I've been doing this show for over 3 years, interviewing new people all the time, and I'm starting to just find really cool designs and ideas that people are coming up with, you know. And the crazier, the weirder, the more interesting, and the more beautiful the design, the more I want to interview them and have them come on my show. So I just think it's really cool. I like these ideas. But we are a little bit off topic, so let's go back to you again, and let's go into a little bit more of a design of your model, because you are a cat VTuber, am I right?
Yes.
There's a lot of cat VTubers out there in the VTuber world, aren't there? Just a little bit.
We like cats.
Cats are great. Nothing wrong with them. They're really good. But my question for you is, what do you bring to the VTuber community that helps you stand out from all the rest of the cat VTubers?
How many cats do you know that have tentacles for hair and also space? These black things on the ends of my hair, those are tentacles.
Oh, I actually didn't know those tentacles. I thought they were just like your hair, like a dark side of the hair.
No, I can like...
Oh! You're right, they are tentacles. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. Huh. Well, okay, well, you know what? Well, hey, that works perfectly. I love that. I didn't even realize it. Yes, please take notes of this VTuber of the interview, please. I want to be able to go back and clip fun things. You know, I want, please. Don't think what the tentacles do. Oh no, the tentacles do nothing sus, right? They're just bright things. Yeah, nothing sus. When does tentacles anime characters ever do anything sus related? Like, that doesn't even make sense. It's not even a thing. It's not even sense. Totally say so. Look at how well they're behaving. Look, it's right there. Getting ready for some note taking. It's been great. It's awesome. It's been perfect. But I do like that. I do like that a lot. That's actually really cool. And we'll get into more of what your model can do and all the different designs can do actually pretty soon. So I'm actually looking forward to that. So when you do your streaming for arts and stuff like that, my question now is for you is what kind of art do you like to make? Do you have a very specific style, or do you mostly just work on like models?
I like to mostly work on models, but right now, no, I am working on a model right now for a friend. They're corgi. But I also like working on smaller projects too. But essentially, like anime-esque girls.
Which is good. Nothing wrong with that. I think that's really, really interesting. I just like your design. Everyone has a different art style when they make their characters. You know, they all have different kind of anime-looking characters to make their style. So like with you, do you have like more of like what I'm noticing with your design as you see right now is that you have very small face and a lot of hair. Is that like a design that you chose specifically for this one model, or is that what you do with all your art?
I think it stems from the emo scene era of my life where I'm just big hair is just nice to me, and I think that was a style back in early 2000s anime. So I kind of just big eyes, small face, kind of thing.
Don't want the big
like
eyes.
Clanad.
Yes. Yeah, Clanad. Oh my god, that was a fun. That was a fun.
Without them like going off my face, but yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, so I guess without noticing it, I just kind of got my inspiration from early 2000s anime.
Which is still good. I just like to know that style, you know. But everyone has different styles, so I just like to see what your style is.
Yeah, I think that style-wise, I don't ever consciously know what my style is. Because I'll be like, oh, right now I'm practicing eyes, so I open up commissions for like doing eye banners.
Just make sure.
And I'm practicing those right now because I saw somebody's tutorial and I'm like, I want to see if I can do that.
I don't know. I like it. Like, just make sure the eyes stay within the face. Okay, don't let it like
Yeah,
go out the sides. So.
Well, now because you said not to, I'm gonna do it.
I want to see it. I want to see these giant freaking eyes like wink at me on the sides of the face.
I can draw that. We can do that. We can make that a VTuber toggle.
You yeah, 100%. And you know what? It'd be funny because you can do it. You have the power. You have the creativity. You can do all that kind of stuff. Like, you don't understand how powerful this lady is. She is freaking cosmic power. No pun intended. But I love it. Like your power stems from your creativity. So if your creativity like runs out, then your power runs out. But for you to lose your creativity, I'm feeling it's not gonna happen for any time soon. So you could be pretty powerful for a while.
True.
Oh, did I mention the couch? The couch is a normal couch. There's nothing wrong with the couch, right? It doesn't look weird or sus or anything like that, right?
It is black couch.
Well, what do you mean? What's the deal with black couches?
I'm not gonna say.
What? I know what you're talking about. I got this from a very respectful side of a building place. You know, I don't know much about the place, but I do know the place had giant X's on top of it. It was like neon lights on it. So I walked inside and they seemed really busy, like screaming and talking about random things. I didn't pay attention too much. I asked him if I could buy the couch, and he said it was really used. And I didn't know what that meant, but I told him I'll buy it for $8, and he said I'll sell it for 10, and I'll tell you a really good secret about it. And I didn't know what that secret was until he told me. And I thought it was a really cool idea, so I bought it for $10. Apparently, the cool secret is that you put a neon light on it, like a black light on it. It will turn white. I thought that was a really cool feature.
Wow.
Yeah. Why? Do you know where there's more of these kind of couches are?
No.
Oh, so it's unique. Oh, that's so cool. I like these new unique couches. It is kind of hard to clean though. It's sticky every now and then. Kind of get the thing. But anyway, the main thing I wanted to go into is like mostly when it comes to like the other kind of cool stuff is what I mean hesitation says it all. What? She doesn't know. She doesn't know. Make a negative from Spider-Man. Yeah, it would be like negative Spider-Man. It'd be so good. Must be
Spider-Man?
Yeah, you know, in the Spider-Man video game, there's a guy named Mr. Negative, and he looks like he's just a regular dude, but like the filter of like switching to black and white.
I don't remember that. No.
Look up Mr. Negative. I can send you a picture if you really want to, but look up Mr. Negative. And you'll see this guy that just looks like he has a white suit but black face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so it's kind of like that, but with a couch.
I don't know if that's a good couch.
What? But it was super cheap. Like, come on, I had to get it. What?
Whatever you say, whatever you want.
Man,
whatever you want, buddy.
I'm just so confused. I don't know what you mean. Like, I thought that was a really good bargain. You know, I thought it was really nice.
Yeah, it's $10 is a good bargain.
That's what I thought too. And it doesn't even seem very used. It looks like it's pretty pristine. Just some hard to clean up sticky spots every now and then. So I don't know. But it's probably nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with it. I don't even sleep on that couch. I only save it for my guests. All my VTuber guests can sit on it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I love it so much. Yeah. It's so comfortable.
I'm glad you like it. I'm glad I liked it. Some other VTubers thought it was super recognizable, which I didn't know what they meant by that. But I don't know. That was good. That was fun. Neko knows. What do you mean Neko knows? Knows what? Chat. What are you? What are you guys talking about, guys? What are you guys talking about? There's nothing.
Yeah, what do I know?
Yeah. What is sus about the couch, guys? I have no idea what you are. Is there a joke that I don't know about? What? I obviously totally don't know anything about this.
I don't either.
Cool. Well. But yeah, no, I understand that completely on anything like that. So, everyone, get yourself some snacks and chips and get some water. I
Oh,
need
I
to
do need to go look at my couch real
go.
quick
You
and
go look
compare
at your couch.
couches.
Yeah, compare couches. Go
Yeah.
go and take some couches,
One.
okay?
Let me go look at my couch and then I'll compare couches. We'll see
Yeah,
if that's a
because
good
if you
race.
have the same couch, there might be some questions I might have ask for you when you get back. Just telling you. Just saying. Just saying. We're gonna stop acting innocent. We both know you. What? What? I have no idea what you guys talking about. What are you guys talking about? But also, going back to what I was talking about before, when it comes to different styles, different artists, different styles have really different ways of like comparing different kinds of like things. And it's cool because like she was mentioning before, is that she doesn't really know her style. She doesn't really know her. She just draws things that she likes, and that's what she does. She draws things she likes. But have you noticed that is a lot of different styles when it comes to VTubers? Like you guys can look through all my catalog of VTubers and know that they all have pretty distinct styles. The only ones that are usually pretty similar are usually ones from the same mother, the same family, you know. And I've interviewed many different VTubers, all from the same model kind of moment and kind of situation. And like the way I look at her model, I just see that it's a very like small face, big hair kind of style. But like the last person I had on my show had a more bigger face, and the hair kind of just fit around the head, you know. So it's a little bit different, you know. The hair kind of acted with it instead of it being like separate from that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, was the couch the same?
No, it was not. No,
Okay.
there was no. It didn't turn white when I put a black light to it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Probably is.
So you got a really good, cool couch.
I thought so too. I thought so too. So chat, stop dogging my couch. My couch is a great couch. It's a great couch. I got it for a soup deal. Love my couch. Maybe I will sleep on it eventually.
Oh God, just don't put your face on the couch.
Okay, I won't put my face on myself. Pasta, you have been noticed, and also I did notice that you also have a spin. So let's go do a spin really quick for you. So we have our first spin of the night, which is gonna be this guy right here. Awesome. Alright, so here's a good question for you. This is still a good question. Do you know about the whole like sandwich debate that's going on?
There's a sandwich debate going on?
Yeah, so tell me this. Is a taco a sandwich?
I don't think so, because a sandwich is bread with like something in the middle, right?
Yeah.
And a taco is
like a bread with stuff in the middle. Like a tortilla. It's like a tortilla. Is tortilla kind of bread?
I don't think is rice bread. Are we
It can be turned
making
bread.
any starch bread?
Yeah.
And
What do you with
sushi
the
bread?
that'd be see
It's
now you
sushi
can now
taco.
see
It's
now you
sushi sandwich.
now you're asking the hard hitting question. It's sushi a taco? Oh my god. I've seen sushi tacos though, like with like seaweed wrap and the like spice and stuff like that. So
I've not seen that.
it's really good. It's really good. I actually tried it once. It was really delicious. But my question is that does it have to be one like does it have to be bread to be a sandwich? Does it have to be bread?
I feel like it has to be bread.
What about ice cream sandwiches?
I mean, that's just a cute name we tell our kids.
Okay, what about s'mores?
That's not a sandwich.
It's
a
not a
s'more.
sandwich? Okay. So it's a s'more is not a sandwich.
Maybe a sandwich is used as a verb instead.
Verb.
Like to sandwich.
To sandwich something.
So you sandwich the ice cream, or you sandwich the whatever else we were talking about.
So can I sandwich a sandwich?
You could put two sandwiches on the outside of a sandwich, and I guess that would be the act of sandwiching a sandwich.
Then what is the sandwich within the sandwiches of me sandwiching?
Oh god, now we're confusing me.
I just love this debate because everyone has different opinions on it. It's just so much fun. I didn't think this question was going to be as like diverse that I thought it was. I thought it will either say that, you know, like it's a sandwich is just a sandwich, you know, there's nothing different from it, you know, and a taco is just a taco, just what it is. But people have like gave me diagrams, like I've gotten like
Oh my
actual
God.
like research papers, like okay, this is what we call a sandwich, and they go into like super crazy levels and stuff, and we get in huge debates about it. So I just think it's fun. I love this question. I added this recently, and I'm loving it. It's so good, so good. Like, look at little Speedy over here. Tortillas don't have yeast. There's also differences in preparations, texture, and taste. A taco shell or tortilla is not bread. Ah, see. Yeah. Well, we'll see if we can get more debatable stuff soon, because your husbando is also asking you a question right now. So we're gonna be seeing what that question is.
Oh.
We'll see. So I know you don't play video games. Or at least you don't stream video games. But has there ever been a video game you've played that you just did not like?
Well, Prog made me try to play Overwatch once.
Oh. Or board game.
No, I played Stray. I didn't like it because I kept dying and it made me sad because I didn't want the animal to get hurt.
You know what? I can see that. I can totally see that. Yeah, you don't like the game Stray because you kept dying.
Yeah. The game was fine. It was just me.
Oh, so sad. But you know what? I agree with that. I think near the end of the game, I kept on dying, and I felt really bad about the cat piece. Like, it was super realistic. And it just felt sad. It just felt really sad. But no, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Cool. Awesome. So let's get into the next question, and that is just: is there any commissions that you're working on at the moment that you're super excited about that you might be able to talk about a little bit more?
I mean, aside from the eye banners that I'm really excited to do for people, I am working on another VTuber kid. Their name is the OC's name is Ella, and they want some animation in the eyes, so it looks like there's an ocean.
Oh,
and I think
cool.
that's gonna be a fun project.
It sounds like be a fun project. That's really cool. All right. Well, I can't wait to see that comes out. I'm definitely gonna be looking at your Twitter and see when you post that. That'd be really cool. Going back to what Defon saying, play isn't the word I would use. I asked you to hold the controller and press a button, and you did not do the second task. Did you not actually play Overwatch? Did you just like hold it while he went to go?
I moved back and forth so he wouldn't get timed out, but it still tried to time me out.
Oh. Look at you! Look at you! You had to play button. You had to play the button. You had to do the things. You had to press buttons.
I didn't know the buttons. He just handed me a controller.
It's all the buttons. Just press any button.
Well, I know that now.
I love it. She's like sees a controller and she's like, oh, there's so many things I could press.
What does this thing do?
What does this thing do? You know? Well, at least you're not like in. I remember there was a funny clip that was going around during Elden Ring, where like the husband and the wife were like in the living room, and the husband was playing Elden Ring. The wife was just like chilling there, and the husband had to go to the bathroom or something like that. And during that time when he left, the guy was getting attacked in the game, and the mom and the wife didn't know what to do. She just grabbed the controller and started like mashing buttons, and as he saved the guy, it was great.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So see, you can just smash all the buttons. Smash all the buttons. You might save his life one day. You might save his life.
Oh god, that's so much.
Nah. You'll be fine. Just press all the buttons. Press all the buttons. All the buttons. All the buttons. Now, going back to the sandwich page, just really quickly, how I see a sandwich is there's two separate pieces of like some kind of bread, some kind. And then some kind of like meat substance or some kind of like filling in the middle. You know, a taco is not a sandwich because it's one continuously stretched out piece of bread kind of style with the meat inside. So it has to be two separate pieces. Oh,
where did I go?
she disappeared. Oh, welcome back.
Oh no.
You had to go back to your people.
Okay.
You had to go back to your people in space.
That was weird. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just popped out of existence just for a second.
What is a stream without scuff?
It's a little scuffs. What's a VTuber stream without scuffs? There's always scuffs.
That's true.
But yeah, going back, let's get into your model now, shall we? Let's get into the actual design of it. What's the thoughts that were into the design after you left the purple design? What made you want to do this kind of design? Because there's a lot of things that's going on in your design that I would really like to talk about. Like, can talk about the
what?
you know, it's like pretty
The
obvious.
thing around my neck?
Yeah, like what is it? That's like the one thing I don't know what it
It's
is.
a star.
Ah,
It's my favorite star. I found it, and it's mine now.
you just found a star and you're just like, I'm gonna keep this here. This is mine now. It's mine.
Yeah, that's the lore at least.
Okay, but what if that star was, giving heat to civilized planets nearby?
Is all stars doing that? I don't know.
Well, I'm pretty sure the ones farther away than others are probably not going to be doing as much work as the other ones, a lot closer.
I mean,
Like,
stars are dying all the time. Planets can die too. It's fine.
yeah, but during at least my lifetime, I would like to think that my star that's circling we're circling them. I had to stabilize that part. Doesn't die anytime soon, or cosmic cat deities come by and just take it. I rather not letting that happen.
It's okay. This one was just out in the corner. It's fine. No, but as far as non-lore specifics, my old model had a bell around her neck, and I still wanted to keep a collar on the model, and I didn't know what to put there, and I was like, something glowing, some glowing orb would be really cool, and so I did that instead, and so I made it canon that this is a star.
Well, you know what? It makes sense. I like that.
Cosmic cat.
You're a cosmic cat. That's perfect. It's fine. The star is just keeping her planets warm for her. Oh, you warming up with your planets. Yeah, I didn't know you had planets you were watching and stuff like that. You're keeping track of.
I think they meant my boobs.
Oh. I see what you did there. I was thinking of something super not sus, but now I can't take it back. But but you know what? That makes sense too. That makes sense. You gotta keep them warm. Out in the vacuum of space,
Yeah, I gotta keep warm in the vacuum of space. I mean, my
ladies.
outfit isn't very warming.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure everyone would agree. It doesn't look very warming. 100%. Definitely. But that's why having a sun is perfect for you. So it felt perfect. Also, your sweater is probably only keeping your arms warm, by the way. So
yeah,
might have
it
to
is.
zip that up every now and then.
I could, but I can't.
You know what? Fair, very fair. Very fair. You always have to watch out for
fashion,
It's a fashion, yeah. Exactly. I love the fashion. But going back to my original question, what's the thoughts that went into this design after you decided to go away from the purple cat? What was the thought process?
I wanted to keep shape language a thing, so I wanted to keep my hair a short bob. I didn't want to go anything like, well, we could have pigtails and stuff and make it long. And I was like, no, I like short. Let's just refine the shape more. I wanted to have big ears, just like my other design. And I also, something that I thought was neat was I wanted to keep my hair as minimal as possible, so it was easy to warp.
Oh.
So you notice my ears blend in with my hair. That was on purpose.
Which I like. I like it.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I wanted to keep with a bodysuit motif kind of thing. Like in my old design, I had a bodysuit. So I didn't want to shock value my community by being something completely different. I just wanted to keep it similar enough that they were comfortable with the change, and different enough that I was happy with it.
Makes sense. And I do like the kind of style that you're kind of going for. The one thing that has drawn me to your model the most, though, is your eyes. Your eyes was just pitch black. Yeah, no, I love the eyes. Like, anyone could ask me. Like, everyone who's been on my show and seen my show once, eyes is the one thing that I get drawn to the most, and I just love interesting eye designs. And I love yours because it's black, but it looks like it has like galaxies in the middle of it. It looks really cool. Do you mind? Do you mind if we get a close up on your face?
Oh, sure. Hold on. Let me zoom in.
The eyes, them eyes though, them eyes.
I'm trying to also. Is that good enough, or do you want me to keep going?
Usually I usually be like, do you have any like anything? Okay, so now that I see a closer look at you, I do like the hair that's like has a galaxy look to it, you know, and I do like that. I will say that I now see the main differences between the hair and the tentacle. Because I thought they were kind of the same thing, but not. The giant woman, she's giant, she's big, she's big. She's big woman. But yeah, you can pull up the clips. Yeah, because I have clipped multiple times where I love the people's eyes. I love that design of the eyes. I think it's really cool. And I do like that your mouth has like a purple tongue or something like that. Yeah, I think that's always great. I guess it's great, but I think it's actually really cool too. What else does your model have? Like, do you have any other kind of like toggles or any kind of interesting things you like to show off?
Let me think. I'm trying to not be weird.
You can be as weird as you like.
Let's see here. I can go slime mode.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Slime mode activate.
I can be shocked.
Oh, she's shocked. She found out the true reason why I was making the joke about the couch the whole time. Oh no.
I didn't add too many toggles, honestly. I just wanted to make sure that like I have like I can put my hands up to do like nya stuff.
The cat. Yeah.
My community loves when I do the nya redeem, where it's just nya.
Yeah, it's adorable. It's so cute. It's so adorable.
I have a walk cycle. Hold on, let me see if I can go up.
Very nice. I hear the Death by Snoo Snoo song coming on.
I'm so sorry.
There's a meme of this person. Okay, so there's a meme of this person like walking towards the camera, and you just hear that guy going "Death by Snoo Snoo, Death by."
Oh my God.
It's just funny. And whenever I see do like that walking toggle of someone's like walking towards you, I just think of that meme. So I think it's hilarious.
I have not many toggles with this model because I didn't think to. I can also lean.
She has a lean thing.
I didn't even ask for that. They just gave it to me, and I was happy about it.
Like, cool, awesome. You know, that was the trend for a while. It's just to be like, "What'd you say about my ears?"
Yeah.
That's the situation. No, I can see that.
See, you can do that on your own. You don't even need
I don't need it. I was able to do this before it was cool, before it was trend. I can just be like,
what's going on in here?
yeah, what's going on over there? You guys have been leading in on people, just checking up. Yeah, that's the benefit of being a flesh tuber. Is I don't have to worry about hand tracking. I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. I can lean in as much as I want. And also, I do head pats for chat right here.
Oh, for free?
For free. I don't have to animate it. I don't have to do anything special. I just give you guys head pats. It's perfect. It's perfect. And that's an old clip, Pasta. That's an old clip. We don't talk about old times. It's back in the day. So Love Slave, great name. Question for you. Are the balls of light on your feet in the loading screen stars too? Lore-wise.
No. So they're talking about my starting student screen where my legs kick up, I think. The paw pads of my feet just glow like the star does. I thought that would be a neat trick.
Oh, I see right there. Okay. I'm on your Twitch too, just in case I have to add more questions. But yeah, I do see the little paws like underneath your feet. There's like star kind of paws. But you just added it for aesthetic purposes.
Yeah.
No, I like it. It's cool.
Because I don't have human feet, I have paws.
Your little cat. No worries. Okay, I think that's what this question was. Like, because the ball of light in your neck is a star, you thought you might have like cat beans, but they're SARS. And the question for me is, do you spend long work on your beard? It looks so good. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It spent me many, many years of shaving. That's what I did. And it was mostly just came from me being really, really lazy, which is really, really funny. Because I just didn't like shaving this part of my beard and my mustache. So I didn't like it. So I got really lazy on shaving this part of my mouth because I always cut myself on the edges of my mouth. So I stopped shaving this part right here, which then ended up becoming a thing. And then I got really lazy some more. I started doing the actual sides of it too. So yeah, it's many, many years of shaving, but mostly it just came back to the fact that I just like to shave, trim, and I do put beard oil. So that is the thing.
Wow.
Yeah, nice, nice. And all these clips, and then hey, these clips, not enough to prove that I look at the eyes more than the booba. I look at the eyes. I am a booba connoisseur, definitely, 100%. I will not deny that, but I do look at the eyes first, and I do love the eyes of a lot of the VTubers come on my show first. If they have nice boobas too, that's just an extra. That's just a nice cherry on top. Just nice cherries on top, definitely. Thanks for the beard advice. Of course. Yeah, like I think people who don't have beards or have like scrunchy beards, you just have to just keep shaving because that's what it works. You just keep shaving your beard and it'll come out fuller, and you just keep shaving. That's what you have to do. Many, many years. Eyes tracking, or I don't believe you. So I've thought about getting eyes tracking, and if I did, I would probably get in major trouble. Because I'll look at the eyes too long. Probably. But also, I found that eye tracking is also really, really expensive, so I can't afford that. So, sorry guys, I cannot afford eye tracking. If you guys want to donate an eye tracking machine for me, good luck. They're really expensive, and I don't expect you guys to do that. But one day, if you guys get an eye tracking thing, I will totally do it, and I will find the most culture of all my VTuber friends to come on my show, and I will make a challenge of staring at only the eyes. I'm pretty sure I can pull that off, right? I can pull that off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's too big. It's common misconception that the shaving makes your beard grow faster, thicker, or dark. Oh, well, that's what I've been doing. So that's what I've been doing, and it seems working very fine for me. But if it's not working, then no. Actual growth rate and thickness are determined by genetics and hormones. Oh well. And luckily, I had a really good genetics. I have a nice beard. Anyway, going back to you and all your amazingness, let's get into one of my favorite questions that I've always loved asking. That is, what's your personal favorite part about your own design?
I think my jacket is
Yeah,
very
you really like the
comfy.
jacket. You really love that jacket.
I like it because people told me not to.
You're just like, well, I would do it anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. I do like my eyes. I worked really hard
I like
on
the
them.
eyes. The eyes are really cool.
Yeah. I don't think I could do the same eyes twice. That's how hard I worked on them.
I think you did a great job on like the way you got the eyes to design. So I think that's really, really good. I love the hair and the eyes. Those are my two favorite parts. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Watch it. So you kind of mentioned that you don't really have a lore or backstory. It's just you're just a cat cosmetic cat deity out in space.
So...
Steals stars every now and then.
I steal stars like I steal rocks in real life.
Yep. Oh no. How many rocks do you have at your house you just took?
I stole a rock yesterday.
What? When was the last time you stole after that? Or before that?
Okay, so I steal rocks
Lord.
from hotels.
Oh, from hotels? There's rocks in hotels?
There was a hotel that did me dirty once, and I just keep stealing.
You just keep going there and taking things from the hotel?
Yeah, anyways. What was the okay, lore. Okay, back to the lore.
And nothing about the rocks. So we don't need to talk about the rocks anymore. Right,
yeah,
define. Right, define. Do we not talk about the rocks anymore?
He's tired of my stealing. told him I'm 3 crows in a human suit. It's okay.
That's the real lore right there. She just dropped the bombshell of her real lore. She's actually not a cat. She's 3 crows.
God. No, the lore is that I'm a space traveling cat girl. So I float around the deep depths of space, floating to different planets and trying to make new friends. Which is a metaphor for the internet, going to different communities and trying to make new friends.
Oh, well, that's so sweet of you. That's so nice.
Yeah.
Well, have you made a lot of good friends from your space travels?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to. The lore is she's a cat. The reality is that she's a human with a brain of a cow.
Crow.
Oh, crow. I thought cow. My bad. I read something completely different. Brain of a crow. She's a bird brain. Bird brain. Bird brain.
I guess that's right.
Hi, Will. Actually, Will actually has a question. So I like it. I think that it fits you pretty well. Fits you pretty well as a cat just goes around, just want to be friends with a cow. I didn't mean to say cow. I see OW and I thought cow.
It's okay.
Wow. It has ruined my credibility. I apologize, April. Great apology. I will do. What does that say again? She
what?
was. What did it say? What did it say?
Do I have to say that?
Oh, you can refuse. Well, just
Because I feel like
curious.
this is a D's nuts joke.
Darn it. Oh. I love how like as soon as I like messed up with the whole cow thing and like dang, I need to redeem myself. I gotta do something better. And this question comes up. It's like, I'm doing a terrible job, aren't I? I'm just doing a terrible job. I'm ruining everything about myself. You just threw out 3 clips of me talking about boobas, and now we get hit by these kind of comments. Man, I need to regain my composure. I need to get back into this. Whew. Hey guys, I got this. I got this. No worries. But yeah, going back to your design of your model, I actually really do like a lot of the different parts of it. But if you would change anything about your model, what would your major change would it be? Oh, is this perfect? You got perfect. Did everything you wanted to accomplish when you did this one?
I think I would add more to the bodysuit, maybe. It's very just one color. But I haven't thought of anything that I'd want to add.
Okay.
And maybe I would turn myself into a short stack.
Just a shorter version of you.
Yeah, there's not enough short stacks.
Yeah, you know what? I interviewed a couple of goblins who are short stacks, and they're really fun. They're really cool, and they actually like that like
Yeah.
idea of being a short stack, which I think there should be more praise for that.
Yeah.
Back when I was going to school, we called them fun size. the little gremlins that would run around and try and jump on people. It was fun. It was good times. Good times. But yeah. Now, a little controversial. Let's get into let's forget everything I did and all the mistakes I made and go into something completely different that's not related to this at all and talk about something a little controversial. Are you ready for some spicy takes?
Okay.
All right, what's your thoughts on the VTuber community at the moment?
I definitely think they could chill out. I think that not everything has to be drama. I think that, especially on Twitter, that people need to stop making their own hot takes about something that has nothing to do with them, just so that they can put their 2 cents in and be relevant.
Yeah, like I think people are literally stirring up the pot for absolutely no reason at all, just to seem relevant, you know?
Yeah, I
feel
really
that?
think that they could just chill out.
Yeah, like I don't know what's. I don't really delve into the video community as much. I'm more into the video game industry. I really like the video game like news because like it's the video games, you know, like it's everyone has their own opinions and you can say whatever you want and like what's the worst thing they can do? Like a giant CEO of like an enterprise is literally going to like reach out to you specifically like, hey, that's a mean thing to say, you know? No, they're just going to keep collecting the money, you know? Like we can talk about Nintendo and Sega and EA and Capcom, do all that kind of stuff. But if you talk about VTubing, it's a little more personal. You know, there's literally a person you like directing the hate towards, and even if the person is justified for the hate or not, it's still kind of messed up that you're directing all this kind of blame onto a one-person individual or a corporation that has a lot of individuals working into it. I know, it just seems like it's such a smaller scale to like talk to, and that doesn't appeal to me that much. I don't know. Do you know anything that's going on in the VTube community that it's like going crazy right now?
Not as big as when there was like a Shy Lily clone going
Yeah,
around
I
and
did hear
being
about
like,
that,
I'm not a Shy Lily clone, but I've gotten death threats, and I'm just
Ooh,
like,
death
okay,
threats.
well, that's what they claim, but there were
Jeez.
never any screenshots for
Oh.
proof, so.
That makes
But
sense.
they got bullied off the internet, so everybody stopped talking about them.
Oh, dang. Well, hey, yeah, I actually went on a hot takes stream not long, but we talked about that kind of stuff. That I don't really talk about those kind of stuff like on here because it's more just like directed on just coming up with conversations about the surrounding part, not the individual parts of it, unless we get into that good conversation. But I will definitely say that as an artist yourself, and we won't dwell too much on this, by the way, but as an artist, if you were commissioning a outfit or a model, and they specifically wanted to look very closely like another model, would you be opposed to that, or would you say something?
I would definitely say something because my art style is the way I make something. So I can't really, I'm not really willing to just be like, if somebody goes to me and be like, can you make my art look like this character? I'm gonna be like, no, I can share aspects, but I'm not gonna share the same design or whole like feel of it.
Which makes sense, and I agree with that. That's kind of how I feel like you as an artist should do. You know, like you shouldn't just blatantly like copy another person's art. You know, you can find inspiration. You know, like my character had a lot of inspiration from Alistair from Hell of the Boss, and I thought that was kind of cool. I thought it was really awesome. But I obviously didn't ask him to make my character look like Alistair from Hell of the Boss. Oh, not Hell of the Boss. Sorry, Husband Hotel. But I like you see the inspirations, you see like those kind of commonalities. But if I told you like I want this person to look just like the person, but just switch the colors, would you be like, I don't know about that one?
No, I would turn you down.
Which makes sense. Now, a completely different random question I just thought of right now that kind of dwelled right back into the kind of the few things we were talking about in the beginning. If someone gave you a character sheet of a already established looking character, would you make that exact same character that character sheet was based off of, or would you add different twists and turns and creative differences to that character?
Well, if you gave me a rough sheet of your OC, I would definitely copy it in my style.
Okay, that makes sense. That's all I was going to
Yeah.
Because I know some people don't. Well, you see that some people don't. But is wondering if that's just like a generic kind of person, or is that just like all artists? Which as you prove, no.
I feel like artistic liberties should be allowed sometimes, but with like not the main design. I mean, like if you're like, I think the bangs here would be cool with a little curl at the end. Can we do that? I would ask and see if they're okay with that. But generally, if they have a reference sheet, I'm going to try to copy the reference sheet as closely as I can, because they've already established their character. A lot of my friends who come to me for commissions for models, they don't have a character already established. So that's when I ask for creative liberties like that, where I'm like, oh, you know what? I think it'd be cool if there were stars in her eyes, because it would accentuate her, whatever, you know? But if there is a reference sheet, it's already an established character. I don't want to mess with that.
True. Makes sense. I like that way of thinking. I think most people would agree with that too. It's just like, yeah. I think if they don't have much of a idea, they just have like, I like this character and I like this character. you would make a character that has those aspects, but it wouldn't be like a copy of that person unless they actually give you like a sheet saying, "This is my character. Do it," and then you're like, "Okay, cool."
Yeah, and surprisingly, I have a lot of ones where they didn't have a character sheet already, so I had a lot of sifting through like a Google Doc of this is how I want my eye shape, but I want it blue, or like I like this outfit piece from Genshin Impact. Can we add this?
Perfect, perfect. I love that.
Yeah, and I've since started charging more for those type of things.
Oh, really?
But
oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's easier when you have a reference sheet already established than it is to try to like Frankenstein somebody's Google Doc of a bunch of things that they put together that I have to kind of figure out.
Yeah, they kind of figure it out, which makes sense. I actually spent about $500 on my character sheet, and we did just do a hash bash of a whole bunch of different designs and different like thoughts. I didn't even know what I wanted at the beginning, and we didn't even have like a good color scheme to think about when it actually did get the model up. But it came out perfect, and I loved the way it looked, so it's really good.
Yeah,
I'm really happy about it. I'm really looking forward to this model coming up, just because like I just like the ideas that it's coming up with like the way I want to use this model. So I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be cool. Very excited about it. Another spin from Pasta. Hopefully it's not as sus as last time. No sus. No more sus. No more sus. No sus. Okay, so we had a great debate about a taco being a sandwich. How about a hot dog?
Okay, I don't.
Probably should remove
I
one
don't
of these
know.
questions.
Because we just established they're like two pieces of bread thing, and like it is bread. It's more like it's a hot dog, a taco at this point. Like,
Well, okay. How about this? How about this? Is a sub sandwich like something you get from Subway? Is that a taco? Because it's technically just a slit of a bread, and they just stuff all the stuff
not.
on.
Oh man, I don't know. Now my brain's not working.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. Okay, so
I mean,
like,
I don't think a hot dog is a sandwich.
well, I think like the hot dog is the wiener part. You know.
Yeah.
You just can put it in in bread. You know, I don't think the hot dog itself is the hot dog with the bread, because I've had a lot of people like eat hot dogs without the bread. So
Yeah,
in my mind, I know this is a little controversial for people in my chat because they've argued about this with me before, but I think a hot dog by itself is just the wiener part, and you can put it in the bread and eat it like a hot dog normal, but that doesn't make it a hot dog. Like it doesn't add that characteristic. It's just a thing, you know. But sub sandwich though. That's a good question. But we'll say that for another time. So now that we got into that kind of stuff, let's look at your career of how you've been doing as a content creator. You said you pretty much been starting out back in the 2014, 16.
Yes.
Okay. So you've been at this for a while. Wow. Like I want to say like 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years? Yeah, you've been going on for 10 years. Wow.
Oh my god, I feel so old.
Well, I'm just like that's crazy. You've been going on for 10 years, but you've been VTubing for about 4 years, you know? So it's still pretty great. Let's see. When you first started streaming, let's just stick with like the VTuber side of things. When you first started streaming compared to now, what changes have you noticed?
Like in the like overall?
Yeah,
or...
like I think a good way to say it was that yes, Pasta, we do see it. But I will say that you were very bubbly and very like hyper when you had the purple model, but now you're a little more laid back and chill, like stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean there is that I've changed where I don't know if my personality changed for streaming back then when I switched models or not. But I felt it in my bones at least. I definitely feel pressure now from the community to do more than I used to,
Mm.
I guess. Because there's always new things happening. The new meta essentially is changing. Like it used to be you just had to stream, and now it's like you have to stream, you have to post YouTubes and TikToks and all these things. And I'm
Mm.
like, I want to be successful, but I also just don't want to do all that stuff.
True, true. Which is difficult because like that is like the trend because like back in the day you only did have to stream and you got a pretty good audience from it. But then everyone else started doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have to kind of like branch out and like make yourself different and well known. And that's when you trying to like do those other extra things. Which then again everyone else is doing too. So now like people are trying to do extra stuff, trying to be more
Mm-hmm.
standout. And now that's what people are trying to aim towards being the next thing. And like
Mm-hmm.
some of it I think is fine, you know, like making shorts and stuff like that. I think that's fine. As
Yeah.
long as it like tributes to like some kind of knowledge, you know? Like I think it's just random dances that's just copying off like this is a meme that's going on. Like yeah, it's fine, but like that thing is gonna die off in like a week or so. So like it doesn't really attribute too much. Like I like the VTuber like tutorial videos, you know, like stuff like or like things that are like interesting stories or something like that, you know, because you learn something from it. You know, is a story or like a tutorial, you learn something from it, and you can always go back and check that out later too. You know,
Yeah.
so like that's I like those kind of like additional content that you add to your streams that you can still like show off to other people. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I'm weird, so I don't know how crazy special that is going to be for content creations. But I can see like people get into it. But I will definitely say that it's harder to do those kind of stuff nowadays and just stream because it's not like it was back in the day. Definitely. But yeah, I
True.
still like it, and I'm pretty sure like you probably had your scuff moments. It's probably less now, right?
I don't know. Scuff is just with me.
Scuff
I
is
mean, you
just.
saw it. I disappeared for a second and came back.
Which do you know why that happened?
No, I did lose tracking for a minute. I kept like stuttering, so I stopped my tracking in VBridger and turned it back on. And I'm like, maybe that has to do with it.
You know, that makes sense. That makes sense. Bead bridge is gonna be fun to learn how to do. 'Cause my model's
Oh,
gonna
you
get
just
that.
turn it on and connect it. That's all.
True, true. But I will have to use a different. Can I use this same camera? Just like put it right here.
You need to use an iPhone, I
I use an
think,
iPhone. Okay.
or an iPad.
I don't have
Or
either one, so I'll have to find one. I'll probably find like a cheap one somewhere, right?
yeah, you can find a cheap one. It doesn't have to be like a used one will work.
Cool. I might have to look for one. I'll see. Cool. Awesome. Awesome. Well, then now I definitely know you don't really like have a favorite video games. You don't play video games. Um, but do you have like a very like fun like TV show or thing you like to watch?
I like to. I don't like. I don't know about watching. We were watching Dungeon Meshi.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, but then they stopped for season 2. But aside from Dungeon Meshi, we were watching the fuck god
Was it another kind of anime?
yeah, it was on Disney Plus.
Oh,
Is comic characters.
Comic characters.
76.
76. Like Invincible or something like that? It's not on Disney
No,
Plus. That'd be funny if it was on Disney
Prague.
Plus.
Prague, are you in the chat?
Prague, save wifey, save wifey. What's the TV show you guys like to watch on Disney Plus?
There are mutants. The mutant show.
Mutant show.
The mutant show we were watching.
Is it Fallout?
No.
X-Men?
That's
Oh!
right.
Oh!
I couldn't remember the word.
You didn't know what X-Men was?
I didn't, or my brain's just not there right now.
What does 64 means? Oh, you said 66 or something like that. What was that other thing? 76. What does 76 have to do with anything X-Men related?
Is that the numbers that were attached to the show?
What? I love how you memorize the numbers more than you know the actual like title of it.
Yes,
X-Men's
it's on
great
Disney
though.
Plus.
X-Men's great though. I love X-Men. X-Men is amazing. Was it like the old school cartoons?
No, they're actually new, but they're supposed to look like they're old.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, it's actually really good. Probably could tell you more about it than I can, but we were watching that, and then we were watching Dejin Meshi. Both finished up. Other than that, I like to. I actually like playing Stardew or reading novels.
Nice. Very chill. You're a very chill
Novels
cat.
of the romance kind.
A very specific kind of romance, like
The naughty kind.
you know what? I probably shouldn't have asked because I probably already knew, but I had to ask. I had to ask. She also binged all Blue Lock. Oh, how do you like Blue Lock?
I liked it a lot. I wish there was more. I liked it like I liked Haikyuu.
Ah, makes sense. Makes sense. Did you know there's actually a spicy version of a manga of Blue Lock?
There's what?
Yeah, I think it's on one of those like sketchy websites. But if you look up Blue Lock, I think there's a spicy manga of Blue Lock, like the characters.
Oh my goodness.
I'll give you that information, and you use the way you want to use it.
Okay.
Just letting you know it's out there.
Okay.
It's out there.
Okay. Not googling it. Nope. I'm not gonna Google it.
Her head like turned over to. She's like just typing away. I love it. Like a dojin? Yes, like a dojin. I don't think it's officially made by Blue Lock, but I did hear that that was out there. I personally don't know about it, obviously. But let's just say some of my very cultured friends from a very part of the websites that they like to go on to with their fans, they've told me about it. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I thought I'd let you know about it too, because it seems like you also like the romance style of reading. So I thought you might like that. Yeah, I just thought you might like that. Just thought you might. I'll give that to you. I just love that you just have a giant smile on your face all the time. Like, VTubing face tracking. They're great.
Yeah.
So the other thing that we can go into, and this doesn't have to be a video game, but if you could live in any video game or anime world, what would you like to live in? What comic book?
Oh goodness. I don't know. Maybe I could live in the Animal Crossing world because it's so easy.
It is. You can own a house and only pay it off with seashells.
I know you can own a house.
Do you know how hard and unrealistic that is nowadays? Like,
I know.
jeez. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad that, like, back in when we were first, like, going into video games, actually, I don't know how old you are, but, like, going back to when I was old, like, Tom Nook was a cheapskate for what he was doing. Now, in comparison and everything that's been going on, he's like a freaking hero. Like, jeez. Like, we all look at him like, friggin' this guy, we wish we could, like, friggin' never have to worry about, like, making payments. He just gives us a house, and then he says that if you ever want another house, just give us more money, you know? Yeah, like, you get a debt, but, like, that debt doesn't get taxed. That debt doesn't have to be, like,
you
paid
whenever.
up. You pay whenever you want. Just do whatever you want. That's crazy, right? This is insane. It's insane. I wish Tom Nook was, like, the charge of our economic system. That'd be perfect. If you could collab with any VTuber out there, no matter how big or small they are, who would you like to collab with?
I think I'd want to collab with Porcelain Maid again. We did
Oh.
Okay, a very long time ago, back in the VTubing era, it was me, him, and two other people. We were playing Uno, and it was insane.
I can imagine that'd be crazy.
My friend, I was just like, I want to drink. You make me want to drink.
I want to see that clip. Oh, that'd be great. Do you make people want to drink? Is that what your power is?
No, no. Somebody else made me want to drink because of how they were being.
You know what? Makes sense. Makes sense. Well, that's so cool. The person who made is a really entertaining person, and I would love to have him on my show. But I definitely think you should reach back out to them and see how they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Cool.
They're a lot busier now than they were, so.
I bet. Every time I see him do something, he just seems like he's always doing like new things, adding new stuff to his stuff. Like he seems like he's enjoying himself though. It looks like he's really having a lot of fun, but he definitely is like doing more than I would say I would like to do. Definitely a lot of stuff. What's your current goals when it comes to streaming? Like, what do you like to do next?
I would definitely like to raise my viewer count to even just 30 people watching me. I need to come up with some sort of way to do that. I don't know how. I am currently trying to make TikToks of clips when I'm funny on my stream.
Yeah, do you have clippers?
Try to get people to come in. No, but I'm using Mix It Up bot now, and I've got the exclamation clip command you can do now.
Okay.
That will auto clip for them. So hopefully, maybe I'll get more clip people.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Definitely. I always feel like you can just like ask your community, just like, hey, any clippers? You know, because I'm pretty sure there's probably a lot of people who would love to clip for you. They just might not know when to do it. But I definitely see. I used to have a clipper who would clip all my stuff, and it was freaking amazing. But they haven't shown up in a while, so definitely having a good clipper is going for that. But I don't know about you, but like I was mentioning before, like if you ever make like content about you, like your tutorial work, like you said you were really inspired by this person who made a tutorial about making eyes, and you were really happy about that. And you want to try it. So have you thought about making like tutorial stuff like that before?
I've just never thought that would could come from me, because I don't know. I see other people doing tutorials, and I'm like, well, there's already people out there making the same content that I would be making. So, but maybe even if I did it, it would be one more person to reach out to a newbie who needs advice. So maybe I could do that.
And you'd be surprised how some people still might not see it, because you see it because you're in that like realm. But there's a lot of people who are just getting into the realm, and you posting something about it, that could be their first like initial like seeing of that. You know, you'd be surprised how like some people don't see certain things. I thought I was really boring because I make video game news like TikToks, and I thought just me talking about the gaming news was like pretty generic. Like a lot of people talk about the gaming news and stuff like that. But I still get people, even though they're a very small amount of people, I do get people commenting me actually surprised about the kind of things I'm talking about, which is kind of interesting because I thought I was pretty small and they might as well watch someone a little bit bigger. But if this is their first time seeing it on my side, then I must be doing something.
Yeah.
So I think you should try it. I think you should try it.
Maybe I will.
You should. I think that'd be good. I think that'd be really good for you. I love to see how you do your eyes, because the eyes would probably cool. And also the waves of the eyes upcoming. That would also be cool to see. Cool. Well, hey, I got one last question for you. Are you ready for it?
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. What would you like to give advice to for people who want to get into VTubing and streaming?
I would say start small. Start with free assets and things that you can get your hands on. Etsy and people's Ko-Fis are a wealth of knowledge. I would say that maybe you start with a pre-made model that you find that you can kind of change the colors on to be the colors you'd like first, to even see if your computer can handle tracking.
True.
Before you get this like $100 to $1,000 setup. and then decide you don't like it, or decide that your computer can't handle it, and then you have to bulk up your computer to handle it. I think my voice is going because I was screaming all night. I'm sorry if you can hear that.
Yeah,
We were at a EDM concert.
Oh, that's why you just woke up from it. You guys came back from an EDM concert? Oh my god, no
We
wonder
were
you're...
at a con yesterday, and we stayed for the EDM concert, and I was just like, what? Yeah.
Yeah, shoot. I'm sorry. I didn't know that this
It's
time would be
okay.
like this.
Oh, it's okay. I didn't think I'd need a nap. But anyways, yeah, so I'd say start with your like free aspects, assets, things that you can just try before you buy. Come up with a really solid design that you want before you even commission anybody for anything. Again, sometimes you need to just make a Google Doc or Drive of things that you want, or a Pinterest board. Before, I would say get a ref sheet first before you're like, hey, friend, can you make me a model?
Make me a
Yeah.
model. Finger snaps.
Yeah, because I know people out there who usually commission their friend to support them, and that's great. But you also want to make it easy on your friend before before you just hand them like a jumbled up newspaper of random crap that you
Yeah,
found.
yeah. I kind of unfortunately did that with mine. I was really excited
It's
about
okay,
it, and
it
the person said,
happens.
yeah. The person was cool with it at first, but then like I kept on like chatting, both like, and I tried to convey a certain style, and she was like, I have no idea what you're trying to do, but then it ended up working out very well. But then I asked her if she wouldn't mind like making the art into like a thing, and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna be busy for a while.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll look someone. I'll look for someone else. But no, I think it's
Yeah.
good. Like everyone has their own time, so I think it's totally fine. But I definitely agree. Like, have your stuff together, and like come up with those kind of things if you have ideas. Like, just find things that you like. Just find things you like, and then see how would you like make it into something you could use later on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all the questions I have for you. So thank you so much for answering all those questions. That was great. That was
No
fun.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really awesome. We had a lot of fun. We talked about a lot of random stuff, and I thought that was really cool. It was really fun. So yeah, for those, yes. Look, Define actually has one more question to ask you. I was gonna say, you guys can ask as many questions you want right now as we wrap everything up. One wheel for the road. Yes, one more wheel for the road. I love it. I love it. All right. This is another one. Actually, this actually kind of relates with you pretty well because Define also got asked this question as well, I believe. What kind of music are you into? I heard EDM.
Well, I do like EDM. I mostly listen to like Bring Me the Horizon, Emotionless in White, and Falling in Reverse. So
Good.
yeah, I'm kind of the lady that listens to rah 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 scream 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 right before her shift starts. So,
Well, it sounds like you'd be
that person.
motivated. You're gonna be pumped.
Yeah.
Well, I love it. I love it. Well, it's good music.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do you like to listen to? Is that mostly just your style right there?
Right now it is. I do listen to like I can listen to like Porter Robinson and stuff, like the chiller electronic stuff. I like Glass Animals. They're more chill. I don't know, I'm a chill person, but I also have an angry side.
Well, do not let Cat be angry. Do not let Cat be angry. We like the chill side.
Yeah.
We like the chill side. Just don't make her angry. Don't make her angry. Well, alright, I like that. That's really cool. That's really cool. So I always like to give the first opportunity to give my guests the direction of where we send the raid to. So do you have anyone you'd like us to raid?
Let me see. Let me see. I actually, why is he at the top?
He's always at the top. He's always at the top. I know you're talking about. Yes. And while she looks for that, again, thank you guys so much for joining in. You guys are all freaking amazing. I always love seeing you guys. We had a great time, and you guys were amazing and asking all the questions. Celeron, where can people find you?
Oh, I am on Twitter as Celeron. I have an Instagram as well. I'm still trying to learn to use that. TikTok, Celeron. I think that's all I have, really. You can I also have a VGen, which is where you can commission me for things. But yeah,
I'll definitely have to check that out.
I've been Celeron on the internet since Gaia Online, so.
Oh, so your name is not gonna go anywhere anytime soon. If you see another Celeron, it will always have numbers at the end. Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, it's good. It's good. I love it. All right, cool. Did you find anyone? Oh, you did find it. Perfect. We'll send this right over to them. So Ezekiel, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Perfect.
He's a cool guy.
So. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, we're gonna go check out this Ezekiel, who's awesome and cool guy. And he's just chatting around. So let's all get and send our loves to this guy. Actually, no, he's not just chatting. He's actually playing Valorant. Cool. So
Yeah.
He's a pro gamer. Will you add us on Gaia? Looks like Love Slave wants to ask.
No, I don't even log on to that anymore.
It's too old. I mean, Gaia is such an old game. I love the game, but it's such an old game. But yeah, we'll go send this right over to them. So again, thank you so much. And then again, Celeron, thank you so much for coming on my show. I really do appreciate your time and you give me to come on my show. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's really great. It's really great. But you guys all take care. Hope you guys all have a very fun, amazing day. I'll be doing these VTuber interviews each and every week. So if you'd like to give me a follow, I will be doing this again. I won't be doing this for another week though, because I'm going to Anime Expo this year. So we'll be looking forward to that.
Nice.
Really cool. Yeah, it'll be awesome. But until then, I hope you guys all have a very awesome, amazing day. It's great to see you guys, and you guys take care. Don't leave Discord yet, okay?
Okay.
Cool. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.